Yo, 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 what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy, who is Hendo. We back talking sports. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Let's get it rolling. So, I do a lot of Warriors content, Pistons content, NBA content overall. I want to talk about these young teams, bro. I know I talk about who I realistically believe is going to win the championship, but I want to talk about these young teams and who I believe actually, is the best out of these teams and who can actually win the championship. Salute, Chris. So, right now, the Western Conference is a gauntlet right now. It's a battle royale, if I may say. But we have young teams who have finally, gotten a lot better. And that is the main reason why the West is the way it is, and why we have so many so many upcoming teams. So right now, we have the Thunder. Salute. The Thunder, they're a young team. We got the Rockets, they're a young team. The Timberwolves. We got the Pacers. Of course, we got my Pistons. And we have the Magic. To be honest, it's only, out of all the teams that I named, it's probably two contenders, two like real life contenders, I believe, out of these young teams. I'm going to go through them. I'm going to start from the bottom. My Pistons, not contenders. Not a good enough team yet. Don't have the firepower yet. And we have injuries. We don't have Jaden Ivey. Tobias Harris is out. And we don't have the team. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the offensive firepower. I think we're really good on defense. We can get better. We've been kind of weak on defense the last couple of years, but we probably one piece away from being a contender. We probably a Jaden Ivey leap from being a contender, or we a piece away from being a contender. So no. Then we got the Pacers. No, I don't believe the Pacers are a contender. They're a really great team. Don't get me wrong. They're a really great team. You got Halliburton over there. You got Benedict Mathurin. You got Nembhard, who I really like. You got, Siakam, who's fairly, not that old, but fairly young and stuff like that. But I don't believe that they have a number one on a championship team. I don't believe that's Tyrese Halliburton. I don't believe that's Pascal Siakam. They don't know what they doing over there, man, in Toronto. But, yeah, the Pacers know. Pistons know. Then we go to the young teams in the West. Are the Houston Rockets a contender? No. And let me tell you why I say no. This is the reason why I say no. There's two reasons. Their offense is not good enough. Their shot selection and how stagnant their offense gets, and the way that they just switch to like just so much ISO ball, bro, and the fact that they don't have a number one consistent bucket getter. Jalen Green is supposed to be their number one, right? scoring wise. He's too inconsistent and too inefficient, bro. I don't even believe second round. I believe first round. I believe the Timberwolves or the Grizzlies will beat the Rockets. Seriously. Unless the Grizzlies are not healthy. I believe the Timberwolves will beat the Rockets. I believe the Rockets are a first round exit. The only chance I give them is if they face the Grizzlies. Now, their defense is going to keep them in every game. But like I said, Jalen Green is not consistent enough as a number one scorer. Their offense is not good enough. They don't have a true point guard. Fred VanVleet is an undersized two. Jabari is a wing. Minn Thompson is basically a wing, but he can play the point. But he's not a true point guard. You got Sengun who can pass, who got post moves, who can score, but they don't have a point guard to run their offense fluently enough, and they don't have a true consistent number one. So I don't believe that the Rockets are a contender. You sound like Ticket saying that. I just watched a video seeing Ticket say something like that. I could see him shooting 40% from the field and shit like that. But I don't. That's why I don't. The only reason I would give them any chance is because of Ime Udoka and the phenomenal coach that he is. But besides that, and their defense, they're going to play defense. Now, they be hugging and getting away with a lot of shit, but they're going to play defense. But their offense is just not good enough. I don't think they score enough points when it comes down to the playoffs. I don't think they have a consistent number one scorer. Oh, I stay tapped in with Tiki, bro. He be putting that content out here. I don't always agree with what he say, and sometimes I call him out, but he got one of the best channels on here. I always give him credit, for sure. But yeah, the Rockets, nah. Grizzlies, no. They're not a contender, bro. Not enough shooting. Kind of immature, and I don't think that they're going I don't think that they can beat the Lakers, Warriors, Clippers, Nuggets, Thunder. I don't believe they can beat any of them teams. I do believe they can beat the Rockets and the Timberwolves, but they can also lose to them teams as well. So Grizzlies, no, don't think that they're a contender. I'ma shock y'all, bro. I'ma really shock y'all. Unless the Timberwolves play the Thunder, I do think the Timberwolves are a dark horse contender. Out of the young teams, I think the Timberwolves and the Thunder are both contenders. I think the Timberwolves, unless they play the Thunder. If the Timberwolves play the Thunder, then no. They going home first round probably. But don't rule out the Timberwolves beating the Thunder because they have a winning record against them and they play them tough. I think that series will actually go 7. I think the Timberwolves and the Thunder will actually go 6 or 7. So yeah, out of all the young teams I named, the Pacers, Pistons, Timberwolves, Grizzlies, Thunders, Rockets, I think the Thunder are the only certified contender, and I think that the Timberwolves are a dark horse contender. Sir, get your lame ass out of here, bro. And these just my thoughts about it, man. But I'm happy that the playoffs are finally here, bro. And DBZ, you should be very excited about your Lakers, bro. I know we joke on here and everything like that, but you are still a Lakers fan. You should be very excited about your Lakers, bro. Right now, we will play y'all in the first round series. You know what time it is with me. But I honestly think that the Lakers. I honestly think that the Lakers. Let's see, it's 4 games left. I think the Lakers could end up being the second seed. Not the second seed. I think they'll end up staying where they at. I think the Warriors are going to move up. I think the Warriors are going to be the 4th or the 5th seed. I do. I think the Warriors are going to be the 4th or the 5th seed. They could be the 3rd seed. They're only 2 games behind. The Lakers could lose to OKC and then lose to the Rockets. But I think the Warriors are going to be the 4th or the 5th seed. Oh, I know. But if y'all play defense how y'all played against the Thunder, listen, y'all can beat anybody, including us. I keep it real. But I don't know if we going to see each other the first round. The way our schedule looking, like both our schedules, I don't know if we going to face each other the first round. I think the Warriors going to win the next 3 games and move up. I don't think they're going to be in the 6th seed. The Clippers can probably do the same thing, though, and then we have to beat the Clippers. All we need is the Clippers to lose 1 game. You know what I'm saying? 1 game, bro. But that's my thoughts about these young teams. I wouldn't be mad if a young team came through and then crashed the party and won. I wouldn't be mad if the OKC Thunder won the championship or if the Timberwolves won the championship or shit, even the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's time for some new blood. And it's a lot of parity going on. Yeah, the Clippers have been balling, bro. You know what I'm saying? They definitely been balling. They definitely listen. I got 2 dark horse contenders. Golden State, 3. Golden State, Clippers. Notice I didn't say the Lakers. Everybody think that they're their contender already. So yeah, Zubac has been what 20-10 damn near every night. I need the Warriors to win 4 games so we can win 50. If we win out, we win 50 games. That'd be massive. The first 15 games we was balling. Then the next 30 games we was trash. Then these last 25 games we've been balling. If we had Khalil Ware, bro, nigga, I wouldn't be scared of now team, period. If we had a Khalil Ware, bro. But we don't. So we got to go and get a big man in the offseason. Post is a stretch forward. Or Post going to have to learn some post moves, and he going to have to get better on defense. But honestly, what's going to happen is if we win the championship, ain't shit going to change. The only way I see shit changing is if we lose in the first round. If we lose in the first round, some shit gonna change, bro. And I don't know who we gonna face in the first round. I don't know if it's gonna be the Lakers. I don't know if it's gonna be the Nuggets. I don't know who it's gonna be right now. We gotta wait. These 4 games are very. These probably the most important. These probably the most important 4 games of the regular season, probably in the last 10 plus years. Thank God, Golden State got a favorable schedule. Our hardest game is versus the Clippers. That's the last game. We got to find a way to win it. And the then you got Minnesota, who got an easy ass schedule. They play Memphis. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. They play Memphis. Denver plays Memphis. Then I think Denver play Houston again. So we got favorable, and we don't play none of them teams no more. Only team we play is the Clippers. We don't play Minnesota, Memphis, Denver, none of them. We don't play none of them no more. So we good. All we gotta do is win our games and then find a way to win that Clipper game. Uh, Not really, because we got the Suns who defense is trash. We got the Spurs who basically, you know what I'm saying, they for sure sitting everybody. They out of here. They waiting for next year. They'll be straight next year. And then you got Portland, you know what I'm saying? Now versus the Clippers, I definitely need him to drop 25. But he can average around 18, 20. I'd be cool with that for the next 3 games. 18 to 20 is be cool. But versus the Clippers, I need playoff Jimmy. I need 25, bro. I don't care if Steph go for 40. I need Jimmy to have 25, bro. That passive shit, that shit need to end. Being passive is why we lost the motherfucking Rockets game. We only lost by 10. You got to think about that shit. We didn't. It ain't like we got blew out by the Rockets and Steph had 3. Steph had 3 points and we lost by 10. We missed We missed multiple threes that could have got us back in the game. That could have tied the game or put it down to 3 or anything. So that one was on us. That's on Jimmy. That's on Draymond for letting them for letting them get him for letting the ref get in his head and get him that first technical. And that's on Steve Kerr. Not too much, but yeah, it's on Steve Kerr for not, you know what I'm saying, trying to make another adjustment. But we need that. Yeah, we need playoff Jimmy for sure. I think we gonna get playoff Jimmy though. I don't think he gonna let us down, bro. I don't think so. I don't think playoff Jimmy gonna let us down. I tell you what though, he better show up. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I just need playoff Jimmy. I don't give a fuck what alter ego it is or whatever. We just need playoff Jimmy. But yeah, I think those are my 2 contenders out of the young squads. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe, hit that join button. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Shout out Cheyenne, DBZ, everybody. I'll be back for the post game versus the Suns tonight. Peace.